ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى ثراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى ثراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. وام الشيوخ اللي الله رعاها ربت كروم للوطن هم سند لا تذكر الفزعات إلا طراها مداتها بالعطايا هي تسد. وام الشيوخ اللي الله رعاها ربت كروم للوطن هم سند ولا تذكر الفزعات إلا طراها مداتها بالعطايا هي تسد. وابو خالد الذي أمن ذراها تحت رايته العز ومن وهب. وابو خالد الذي أمن ذراها ابو خالد تحت رايته العز ومن وهب. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب
So whilst one has to be grateful for all the good success that may have come to us, it could not have been or happened without the support of this country and the leadership. Why do we feel safe here? It's thanks to the leadership. Why do people continuously come here to the United Arab Emirates? It is thanks to the leadership. We feel as if this is our country. We've been made to feel so, and we feel so much part of it, and it's only thanks to the leadership over here, and I cannot say enough. And the less is always more, as we say, but in this case, our hats off to the government, our hats off to the leadership. Thank you.
Welcome to Peers of Union. A new episode starts and a new success story. This is the show where we shed light on every success story in the United Arab Emirates. And today our story is different. Our story is about an empire. It's about Petrochem Middle East, which was established in the UAE in 1995 and stands as the largest independent chemical distributor in the Middle East and Africa, and the 10th largest globally. So the empire was built by a great visionary, and it's led till now by the founder and the chairman of Petrochem Middle East, Mr. Yogesh Mehta. And he's here with us to talk about this experience, the ups and downs, the story, what sparked the story in the first place. And he's here with us to get to know the experience and the person behind the success. Hello, and thank you for joining us. We're very honored.
Oh, likewise, I'm also very honored. Well, my story begins actually in 1990. I was 29 years old and I came to Dubai. Dubai at that time was very, very young and small, almost like a fishing village. And the real plus point at that time was there was a lot of opportunity. And it was not the bustling metropolis, the great city and the great UAE. That was yet to happen. In 1990, we had 2-lane highways and the world was very small. The internet had not come in. There was just the fax machine and the mobile phone had just about started. So the world was at the same time very big and very small. Very big because we didn't know what else is happening around the world, and very small because the life was very small. So I thought I would come here from India, from Bombay. I was very poorly there. Very down, very out. My business was struggling and it had seen bad times. I was only 29 years old. I didn't have the experience. I was married. I had my child, our son Rohan, and he was growing, and I was thinking, I have failed and I need to look for new opportunities. So I thought I'll come to Dubai, and not knowing that what will happen, but I thought I would take a chance. I came into Dubai on March 15, 1990, and just on a hope and a prayer. And I thought, when you're young, you are a little foolish too. When you're young, you have a sense of bravado and you sense of being brave for no reason. Of course, I was desperate, so that also was giving me a little bit more incentive. So I came here and I said, let me find out. I'm in the chemical business. I've studied chemicals and chemistry. So I came to Dubai to do chemical distribution. I didn't want to work for anybody. I wanted to have my own business. But that was early days. So I said, I will walk before I run. I will look for a small partner. I will look for somebody who believes in my dream. For that, I went to the Dubai library. Remember that there was no email and internet. One used to go to the library. There used to be yellow pages at that time. There was no Instagram, or the social media was not even born. So I went to the library every day at 8 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. And I was looking and pouring through the yellow pages and journals and import directory, export directory. What chemicals come to UAE? What chemicals come to this part of the Middle East? And I made a business case and I made a file. And the file had the importers, the exporters, and the regular players. And I said, this is my file. It took me 3 months. It took me 2.5 months to make this file. And I was running out of money in between that. My wife came in April because I said, look, I'm not going to work for anybody. So she was a Montessori teacher's, she had done a course. And she said that I will study. She said that I will do the teaching work, and you then look after the child, our son, and let's see when you get an opportunity. So the world was small at that time, and people were easy to talk to also, not like today where the world is running 100 miles an hour. I made the file ready, and my wife was there working as a school teacher. I was looking after my son, and this was all when I was 29 years old. And I was looking, and then I did find an opportunity. I found somebody who said, well, I can start a chemical division if you are ready, but only is that I will give you a small share and I will give you a salary, and I will cut that salary also from your profit because you want to be a partner, you don't want to be an employee. And I accepted that. I said, I'm in the long run, I'm in the long term on this. And we started, and that was in June, end of June 1990. And well, what happened on 1st August, there was the Iraq and Kuwait war. And the world was actually collapsing at that time. People were trying to leave the UAE, people were trying to leave Dubai because this August became September and the war was quite intense. And I thought, look, I have nowhere to go. So I stopped and I said, I'm going to be here and I'm going to make my living here. My then partner and my boss, he supported me and we carried on with the business. And the business from then on grew very steadily. The war got over. So once I found a good partner and an opportunity, that was in June 1990, life settled down very well. There were so many other instances where we had opportunities to grow. And bear in mind that UAE was growing at that time. Dubai was most happening at that time. And there was always a sense that this Dubai and the UAE is a land of opportunity. And there was so much opportunity. You could easily make a living over here. And life has always been so safe and secure in this country. And people felt very, very safe. And I felt very, very safe. So we continued doing our business, the chemical distribution business. And it grew very fast. And it grew such that I wanted to grow more and more. And my partner at that time said, look, I have got other businesses and I don't want to grow in this fashion. You got blood in your eyes and you want to do this and that and the other. So you should find your own. And I said, thank you. I actually want to do business on my own, but I'm so grateful to you because giving me this opportunity. But indeed, I would like to start on my own. So this was then end of 94.
So this disappointment led you to having your own business?
Yes. So at this time when he said that, look, I don't want to grow with you, I said, okay, then I must grow on my own. And by this time, I was getting to be 34 and 35 years old. And I was thinking, look, I know that I'm going to be successful. I know what to do here. So I found a British partner. And him and I then made Petrochem Middle East on a 50-50 basis. And that business grew from day one because I had already set up my bona fides and the people knew me, my buyers and sellers knew me. The most important thing at that time was work hard and work in such a manner that you have the confidence of people and do your work honestly, do your work with the best intentions and create a win-win situation. But at the same time, in my mind, I was thinking, no, this is not where I want to go. I want to go higher and higher, more and more. I wanted to be a tycoon. When you're young, you think about all this tycoon.
True, actually. That's courage.
Well, my wife still laughs at me and says, what are you talking about? And I said, no, I have big dreams and I'm going to achieve them. So we started Petrochem Middle East. And we were 3 people, then we were 10 people, then we were 30 people. And the company then grew and we had offices in Taiwan, Singapore, China, London, Antwerp, USA, and of course India and Egypt. So it was a huge empire we were trying to build at that time. And it was working, it was working.
And now how many employees you have?
Now how many? We are now 275. And all over the world. So China is our big enterprise. Egypt is very big. India, of course, because, India is like one more city of the UAE. And the cities of India are the satellite cities of the UAE. And, you feel very much at home back in India and you feel very much at home. This is home for me. The UAE is home for me. So we grew that business at that time. And what was the USP? We wanted to be the largest distributor. So we had a huge tank terminal, a storage terminal. We built large chemical storage terminals that you can see around, and you are very free to see them.
You were here?
Yes, no, this is an expansion. So back in '94, when we started Petrochem, we said the big thing to do is to have storage terminals. So we built the Terminal 1, which is down the corner, and we built the Terminal 1 in 4 stages. So from 95 to 2002, we built the Terminal 1, and we built large tanks, and we built drum storages, and we built ISO tank dispatch. We have a pipeline running 2 kilometers from the jetty to the terminal. And we built this because we wanted to win the confidence of our buyers. So today we sell to paint companies. We sell pin to elephant to any paint companies. Our main business is chemical distribution for the paint pharmaceutical industry.
For people who don't know the services that you offer exactly to these clients or those companies, what are exactly the process of providing the service, and what are the services exactly?
So our business is chemical distribution. So we supply chemicals to the paint industry, pharmaceutical, printing and packaging industry, as well as the general industry. Chemicals like acetone, like ethyl acetate, like isopropyl alcohol, and these look like water. The chemicals look like water, but they are chemicals for different industries. And we don't produce, we don't manufacture. We distribute, so we stock and sell. So we have large contracts with large producers, be it in Korea, in America, or in Europe. And in Far East. Far East is our big supplier. And we have contracts with them, and we keep buying product on a monthly basis on a formula pricing. And this product comes into our tanks over here, and then we are like a super distributor, and we have our own distributors. We have our own agents in the market who buy from us.
How do you make sure this is a sensitive, the chemicals are very sensitive and accurate with strict standards business. So how do you ensure everything is going according to the standards? I mean, if you'd like to teach people or people who want to go into this industry, how do you make sure they are according to strict standards with this diversity of businesses?
Yeah, well, the chemicals come under great scrutiny. The moment the cargo is offloaded, it is inspected by the laboratory, and quality control is most important, because you could sell to an industry, and if the product fails, they will have big losses which they can pass on to us. So we have chemists in our company, we have chemical engineers in our company who are doing technical sales, who also educate the buyer as to how to use these products, introduce new chemical products all the time to the market. So we are very innovative, and our main thing is to give just-on-time chemicals to our consumers, as well as improvise the chemicals that they may need, so that they become more efficient, and also they become more dependent on our supply. So the consumers, they like to work with us because we have a value proposition. And the value proposition is not only large bulk chemicals just on time with enough credit and payment facilities, but also backup service. So the service is very important.
Apart from the beginnings, what are the challenges that has faced you along the way? What kind of challenges you as a person faced and the business itself faced?
So because we are in the petrochemical business, petrochemical means oil is upstream, and we are in the downstream part of the oil chain. So whenever there is a political disruption, whenever there is a war scenario, then the chemical industry gets a little disturbed. And if the oil prices go up, naturally our chemical prices go up. So sometimes, political disruptions, war scenarios, and the general failing of the economy, it affects our business. So we've seen downsides. We have seen downsides in 2001, in the Lehman Brothers 2008 and 9, and 2014. I mean, these calamities and uncertainty of businesses are an integral part of our work and our business and our life. And we manage, and we have seen downs. We have seen when the currency in India collapsed, and we had a large office in India, and the currencies collapsed because of the political situations in Lehman Brothers. And we had to lose a lot of money. We lost a lot of money. But that is also, again, we say as naturally as a cliched statement, it's part of business. And the up and down of business is a natural cycle as long as we create a straight line. So you go up, you go down, but you create a straight line in the end and say you managed it and you balance the books.
We're glad that you overcame, of course, all the challenges and became the tycoon you are today.
Oh, no, I'm embarrassed to say it's not the tycoon, but those were the younger thoughts that we had. But we grew the company very well. Today we are a $2 billion turnover company. And it's sometimes I'm scratching my head and thinking, how did all this happen? But I know the sleepless nights, I know the hard work. And I must say that we have a great team. And now that I'm the chairman, my son is the managing director, but our CEO, his name is Venu Nair, he's an enigmatic, he's a super chemist, as well as an engineer, as well as a salesman, as well as a great leader. So I'm lucky that I have such people. Our team is very good, and that's very important to the growth of the company. I'm not doing this by myself, and there's a whole team around me, and I lead them. Yes, I do lead them. I have to lead them, but they are the reason that the company is successful.
Since you mentioned your son and the team, let's talk about the succession. Have you thought who's going to lead this empire? Who's able to lead this empire after me?
Yeah, sometimes, there is a feeling that after me, who? Well, naturally, it is my son, Rohan, and he's a grown gentleman. He has 3 children. He has his own family. He has been in the company now 13 years in the company. So he knows the company like I do. But he has a different style of working. He's American educated. He is very steady. He is more conservative. And he's more methodical. He went to Harvard Business School. He has studied more and more. So he thinks that every business should have a vertical. It should have a proper strategy. I do business from the gut. I do business the old-fashioned way. He says, no, we should be structured. We should be doing this. And his value propositions are quite different.
Let's talk also about the future. We are now in the part of the future of the company. What are the plans, the strategic plans on the long or short term for growth, expansion, adding new departments?
So our company works with 4 verticals. We have, 1 is the chemical distribution, 2 is the tank leasing business. We lease tanks, we offer tanks on rent to various customers who want to store bulk chemicals. We have a polymer department. So we have multiple sort of business propositions in our own company, different verticals in our own company. We do chemical trading, commodity trading in chemicals. So we have a composite sort of a chemical business, be it chemical distribution, chemical trading, chemical tank leasing. All we do is chemicals, but we do it in multiple verticals. So if one division is not doing so well, it balances out with the others. And you have a full value proposition to the end user or to the chemical market, the chemical fraternity. And that my son likes to do in that manner and keep it structured. And our CEO believes in the same philosophy. So somewhere I'm thinking that I may have started it, but those guys are going to continue and those guys are going to do it in a different way. This business is very solid. Petrochem is a very robust company. It has huge internal intrinsic values, be it in financial capacity or in the bona fides. We have a great reputation, even if I say it myself. Our customers really have been loyal to us. They come back to us, and we love them, they love us.
Of course, we wish you all the success that we know that it's going to happen for knowing you and after having this inspiring conversation. And I would like now to go to the advice part, because I think that you definitely have something very important to say to the new generation. After all this wisdom and after all the ups and downs and after being a father, a chairman, a founder, what kind of advice, or what would you say to people who want to be something in the future, something that they should really apply? Looking at your camera, please.
Well, most people, they want to replicate a success story. I don't have a magic wand. I don't have a formula for success, and each one's life is very different. Each one's thinking is very different. But there are a few common factors. You don't want to do a business, or you don't want to do a job, the skills for which you don't have. Just because somebody else is doing this, you want to do it. Artificial intelligence is very fashionable right now, very, very important right now too, but that doesn't mean I can do it. I am not a techie, I'm not in the computer business, I am not in the IT business, so I'm in the chemical business. So I would think that people who have strengths must hone into those strengths. They must work from their skill set. And you need a lot of patience. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens because somebody succeeded, so you will succeed. No, you have to make your own success. You have to make your own luck. How do you make your own luck? Be in the right place at the right time. That's also part of luck. Making luck is more important than being lucky. I mean, you won't be lucky, you'll have to make that luck. So I write a lot and I say a lot about being lucky, but the most important thing is that people have to believe in you. People have to understand what you are trying to offer in terms of a business proposition or the work that you do. And most importantly, they have to like you. Without that, it won't work.
Thank you for this amazing advice. Actually, it's really inspiring. It's inspired me. If I give you one last space to finalize this interview with one last thing, one last message that you'd like to share, also looking at your camera, please.
So it's not for me to say and advise people, but a few things that I've learned myself is the belief that one should have in oneself. And that's really very important. You wake up every morning, you should have a purpose. Without purpose, there's no life. Without purpose, it becomes meaningless. So you should believe in yourself and say, I'm going to do the following. I believe in the following, and I'm going to make it happen. Good luck. So whilst one has to be grateful for all the good success that may have come to us, it could not have been or happened without the support of this country and it's the leadership. Why do we feel safe here? It's thanks to the leadership. Why do people continuously come here to the United Arab Emirates? It is thanks to the leadership. We feel as if this is our country. We've been made to feel so, and we feel so much part of it, and it's only thanks to the leadership over here, and I cannot say enough. And the less is always more, as we say, but in this case, our hats off to the government, our hats off to the leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and thank you for this inspiring story that you have told us. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching Pillars of Union. See you next week with another episode, and of course, a new success story from the United Arab Emirates.
شعوب لها نفدى